list 2.
Three.
3. This is the concurrent list. Mullahs, would your lordships be kind enough, Mullahs, to hear the states as well?
The states have already filed intervention applications.
2 states have, Mullah, but there's no notice gone to anybody. I mean, it's up to you. But I can only say.
We'll consider that. We'll consider that.
Because once it is in the concurrent list, Mullahs, then states can themselves legislate. This is something that your lordship should consider and hear the state.
What we'll do is let whoever is opening the case on behalf of the petitioners open the case. Let's have in about 15 minutes what is the nature of the canvas of the proceedings that they're going to urge. So we'll have to we'll form a better view after about, say, 15 minutes of their opening.
Yes, but I have some more, something more to add, my lord. I adopt what the learned senior has said. Lord, the subject, your lordships are dealing with virtually, my lord, creation of a socio-legal system, socio-legal relationship of marriage, which, my lord, I'll come to, my lord, my preliminary objection would be, my lord, the domain of the competent legislature. When the subject is in the concurrent list, we cannot rule out the possibility of one state agreeing to it, another state legislating in favor of, another state legislative against it. So therefore, in absence of the states being not joined, my lord, the petition would not be maintainable. That's one of my preliminary objection. Lord, as I mentioned yesterday, Lord, I have also filed an application, my lord, requesting they decide a question which I have formulated as a preliminary question, my lord, essentially for this reason. A, Lord, the notices were issued in January, my lord. We didn't have an occasion, my lord, thereafter matter was never heard in merits, to raise the preliminary objection whether this court can at all go into this question, or it would be essentially for the parliament, my lord, to go into that question. Second, my lord, we also, my lord, would like to point out what would be the repercussions, my lord, if the court were to take it upon itself, my lord, in the judicial forum to take this call. The sum and substance of my application would be, if I were to say in one line, the debate which is to happen with respect to the subject matter of creating, conferring a sanctity, legal recognition of a socio-legal institution, should that be the forum of this honorable court or the forum of the honorable forum of the parliament?
Mr. Solicitor, 2 responses to that.
Lord, may I...
just one second, Mr. Ragbi. The nature of your preliminary objection and the tenability of your preliminary objection will really depend upon the canvas which they open up. And we say that with a due amount of reflection of mind on this. Let us see what is the canvas that they are opening up. Second, so that then we can consider your response. Second, what is really in the nature of a preliminary objection that you seek to raise is really your response to the petition on merit.
No, my lord.
So we'll hear you on that.
I'm sorry, certainly, my lordships may not preempt, my lord, my submissions on merit.
We'll hear you, of course. I mean, it can't be lost to our mind that what you're going to argue is that
I'm obliged, my lord, your lordship will hear me, my lord.
That it's essentially in the domain
kindly allow me to clarify.
Kindly enter into it. So we'll hear you on that at a subsequent stage when you are responding to the arguments. Second, once we have some picture in the first 15 minutes or maybe half an hour on what is the canvas they are arguing, we may have a response to them on what is the canvas that we want to open up in this matter. But that's after we hear them, because
Lord, may I say, let me make my submission.
To tell them that, well, this is what we want to be, which we want to go into, would be really to preempt their submissions on what they want us to go into it. For in all probability, for instance, they may say that this is so far and no further.
Personal law, there are also issues of personal law, adoption, succession, several issues that arise out of this, Mullahs. And that's the canvas that your lordship should be looking at.
Only one more thing. I'm after my lord, Mr. Sibyl comes.
This was the canvas. We want to view how it is being opened up.
Yes.
And whether it's the whole canvas to be opened up, not to be.
That's correct. That's
they are not that we are not.
No, your lordship. I'm just one of the caveat that I'm just putting.
You're right. Yes, you're right.
There are other very complex issues Whether your lordships would like to go into that, not go into that, once we know, then my lords, we'll be able to
Exactly.
address your lordships.
That's exactly what we thought that's present to our minds.
Can I conclude, my lord? Can I
Yeah.
complete my request?
Yeah.
My lord, I'm sorry, my lord, my lords, slightly, my lord, preempted my request. First of all, I'm making it very clear. My preliminary my lord, objections are not my objections on the merits. If merits were to be gone into, there are separate set of arguments. These are not, my lord, these are only for deciding which forum would adjudicate upon and which forum would be the suitable forum and constitutionally the only permissible forum where this debate can take place. So by the very nature of the objection, it must, my lord, in my respectful submission, be heard first. While arguing my preliminary objection, I'll not raise any submissions on the merits of the case. I am, my lord, very, very clear about it. And, my lord, therefore, my lord, your
So,
lordship,
Mr. Solicitor, we'll reserve, whether to hear you on the preliminary objection at this stage after they have opened up, just for about 15 to 20
my lord,
minutes. So that then we can-
then your lordships may do one thing, my lord. That's the another request. My lord, let them give, my lord, their, my lord, suggest whatever submissions they want, overview, confined to, my lord, what my preliminary objection is. My lord, I can't be
That we will
non-suit.
certainly
my lord,
not. We'll not do
I have to
anything.
open my case.
My lord, I'm sorry, my lord. My lord, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Mr. Solicitor. We are in charge. We will hear Mr.
I have
I'm
to
sorry,
open
my lord.
my
Kindly
case.
last minute, my lord,
Let me
last.
Mr. Solicitor, we'll hear you later.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr.
My
Roy.
lord,
Now,
only a minute, my lord, only a minute.